But I need that time and I see your point.
Let me tell y'all something. Just a minute ago, as I was trying to start this video, there was so much happening. My tennis racket fell. I was damn near getting burnt up by the sage after trying to cleanse the video the first time. My candle didn't want to light. Oh my gosh. So we're going to try this over. Hello, welcome. I am your girl Keo, and we're back with another reading for my Aquarius gang. If you are new to my channel and this is your first time, be mindful you didn't stumble across this page for no reason. It is a reason behind everything I have clearly manifested you in for this message. It is divinely put in place for you. We are heavy on the cleansing. I'm heavy on the cleansing. If you are an OG, you already know how I get down in the sense of telling you guys exactly what it is, how it is, in my own way. So if you are not, accepting of any cursing or just, strong energy that comes with the read, you might want to exit left. There will be no hard feelings. I'll give you a moment to make room for the people who are supposed to be here. But yes, we're heavy on the cleansing and we're doing a fresh read. I have not pulled anything yet, but I will say what I felt when starting this was major. It felt like there's such a major shift. You guys don't even understand how fast something is coming in for you here. You don't really understand how your hard work pays off and how quickly it pays off. Many of you don't understand how just taking that one initial step allows a whole different lifestyle. Taking that one step back changes, your entire lifestyle. So we're gonna dive into exactly why I feel this energy, what is going on for my Aquarius gang at this moment. Again, if you are new to this channel, take this time to click the subscribe button. It costs nothing to support this channel, honey, and you're gonna want to come back. You're gonna like it here. You're gonna love it here. And we're growing our family. I'm actually very proud of just everything that we have going on in this channel. You guys not only show love to me, but each other, and that's the realest thing that I can ask for. Aquarius is honestly the realest sign that I know. Not because I'm just an Aquarius, but I have met some very genuine, honest, loving Aquarius. So yes, this is what I'm talking about. What is it that my Aquarius needs to know? What is it that my Aquarius needs to know? We're going to go ahead and ask Spirit a couple of different questions regarding the energy that I feel, but I feel like there's something that you desperately need to know in this moment. So we're gonna, okay. Didn't even get an opportunity to shuffle. Thank you. When I tell you guys, Spirit does not play with me. Spirit does not play with me. I'm talking about the cards will move and do things on their own. So you are Aquarius, you are finally breaking through this cycle. So many of you at this moment have been physically and mentally stuck in the same place. You feel like you were just honestly not making any progress is what I feel. I feel like many of you are finally figuring out that there is a separation that needs to happen in order for you to break through a cycle. There is a relationship that you kind of have to ease up off of in order for this situation that is supposed to happen for you to manifest. Like you've been involved with something or someone who has kind of suppressed your ability to move forward and freely express yourself. A lot of you have just been feeling stuck. And it does feel it feels very smothering, if I'm to say the least, right? It feels like you've been trying to get away for a while. You being the sun, this is your leading energy, Aqua. This is abundance finally radiating down on you. A lot of you don't even know that you guys have these auras, and many of you, being the healing, the healing versions of yourself, possess this like orange and yellow radiant light that comes from you. And whether or not you know this, people can actually see and feel this. They can feel this warmth that comes with you and that comes with your energy. So right now, you have the 10 of Pentacles following the sun energy. You're definitely aligning with your purpose at this time, Aqua. This is you finally being able to figure out how how the formula goes. You have the formula, you just been a little mixed up on how things should go. You're trying to figure out a new routine, but I feel like a lot of you finally get connected with this routine and it just starts to flow. Everything at this moment starts to make sense. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming in, playtime. I feel like a lot of you have someone coming into your life who would more so like to be involved with you on the playful side of things rather than the serious side of things. And I think for many of you, this could be good. Some of you are reconnecting with someone here who misses, laughing with you, who just misses your energy, who misses your presence. Of course, like everybody else, because everybody loves fucking Aquarius for the things that we are able to give energetically. But as you're watering yourself, you start to reconnect with someone here who's also watering themselves. And this is someone, I think, if we're to, flip it a different way as it comes to me, a lot of you disconnected yourself from someone who did play too much, or you felt like your time was being played with. A lot of you said, you know what, okay, I'm finally done giving this person an opportunity because they don't seem to take me serious. But it does very much so feel like someone here went through a lot of reflecting, ending a situation in order to find you and be with you again. Someone is like, you know what, I really can't do this thing called life without you. Okay. Really can't do this thing called life without you. Okay, we have side chick coming through. Now, when I said ending a situation to get back to you, I think that whoever you're dealing with, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, but whoever you were dealing with was definitely dealing with other people, in the sense of knowing how they can control these other people, right? Or this other person. I think whoever is looking to come back to you is understanding why you were so demanding with certain things, why you were so adamant and firm about, things going a specific way, because they're structured with being in a relationship with you. I think that your person is getting bored where they are, where they've been, or who they've been with. Wanting to know if you miss them is definitely prominent, but someone is no longer asking. They're wanting to tell you how much they miss you. I told my friends about you. That's nice. A lot of you are like, you know what, you should have been told people that we were moving forward. But I do feel like if this is a fresh situation, someone here is trying to figure out exactly how to show up for you. So a lot of people could be in a situation with someone here who's like, I'm really feeling this person. I'm really feeling Aqua. I just don't know what to do because Aqua is so different. I got to talk to somebody about it. Someone is very nervous when taking the next step and opportunity with you, but can't see themselves doing anything less. It does feel very fresh for many of you. I feel like many of you are doing a lot of soul searching within self. But as I said earlier, when you're doing this soul searching, you are gravitating things toward you. And in the midst of you gravitating things like abundance, you're also gravitating love, whether you like it or not. There is a situation and a spark here that still exists with many of you. At this time, it feels like a dream. Will you take me back? I don't make this shit up. Sometimes I wish, spirit would just flat out be like, boom, boom, boom. But that's just not the way it goes. And by that, I mean, if that was the case, these videos would only be 2 minutes long. But I have to break this down to you guys because a lot of you may be confused as to why someone is constantly checking in on you, as to why you constantly feel like someone is spying on you or following you or something like that. Because in many cases, a lot of you are being spied on, whether it's, in person or through the internet. Someone is definitely taking the time to figure out exactly what it is that you're into. Now, this person knows when you guys were together, they didn't necessarily give you as much attention as you would have liked. I think whoever some of you were dealing with were all, they were already in a relationship or in a situation. They were, trying to figure out how can they maintain keeping you in their life while taking on their responsibilities. And so in this case, some of you became the side chick, you know what I mean? Without really, or the side nigga, you know what I'm saying? Without really trying to. And so all of this started to take a turn when you started to realize you were giving your attention to someone who couldn't completely be available to you. A lot of you were giving your time and attention to someone that you honestly probably really loved or could see yourself being with, but it wasn't fair in the sense of how much time this person was able to give you. So at this time, it feels like a dream. I think that, I think this person is going through what feels like a lot of nostalgia. Maybe you've gone out with this person. In many cases, again, you and this person experience doing some really fun things. And anytime they pass a certain food spot, or they hear a certain song, or they, get a whiff of a certain scent, or they just see certain things, they get this memory that brings them back to you. Someone is wanting to recover a relationship that they fumbled. I'm not finna play with y'all, Aquarius, because here's the thing. I know y'all. You ain't gotta lie to kick it with me, Craig. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all. A lot of you, okay, will find yourself entertaining this situation because you know you can. A lot of you will find yourself entertaining this situation because in the back of your mind, you were like, you know what? I knew you would be back. But the truth is, Aqua, you weren't wrong, because they always come back. They always come back. Someone here thought that they could play the situation as if they were controlling this emotion that was natural between you two. A lot of you have a chemistry with someone. And for many of you, this is a couple different people. I think that a couple different people sparked your attention. You know what I mean? And you were actually in this phase of dating. And so in the midst of dating, you found yourself kind of, connecting with a person at a different time or phase in your life, or it was just this different personality that this person brought out in you that was actually fitting, right? But I will say, someone definitely thought that they could rob you of your time and still come in and out of your life as needed for them. So we have the snake coming through and we have the coffin. Now this is interesting because we have you completing a cycle here, but we also have someone being upset that a new cycle has happened. So for some of you, the shit gets tricky here because, not the past relationship or the past person being upset with you for being the reason that the person they were involved in, which is a mutual person for you both, not them being upset that you've been able to pull out a different side of this person. Now, for many of you, this is a baby mother, right? Or this is, again, the side chick. But this is someone who is so upset that the person that they honestly, kind of fucked over, is completely loving with you, completely, in love with you, completely soft and available to you. And this is something that they can see and they can feel. Someone here is bitter about the fact that, y'all's person moved on or would prefer to pursue you. This has nothing to do with you. So I do feel that someone at this moment is picking, a fight with you because, to be honest, a lot of you are reconnecting, if not for the first time, or a lot of you are connecting or reconnecting for the first or second time with a person who is actually your soulmate. Someone wanting to, be more committed to you than ever. We do have engagement coming through and we do have soulmate surfacing through. This is a person who realizes that they don't want to go through the same cycle again. So what's happening here is someone coming to their senses. This is someone who is really understanding that you are the person for them. Even if they tried to give a little energy and conversation elsewhere, they realize this shit is just not the same. I am absolutely wasting my time because Aqua is as real as it gets. Now, some of you may have Aquarius in your chart, okay? And that is perfectly okay. Venus energy coming through as well as Sun energy. I say, Aquarius, you need to continue to date, but I think for many of you the dating stops here because someone is wanting to go from dating to starting a family, honey. For many of you already have a family with this person, but I do feel like all of a sudden there are a lot of, skeletons that are being removed or revealed from a closet here. And I think a lot of things you've already known. It's just a matter of people feeling like the connection with your person isn't as solid as it was with them. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel like someone is so jealous about a relationship and a connection that is so natural for you. There was someone who was trying to interfere with this connection that you have because, it's like it's one of those things where you don't miss a good thing or you don't know what you have until it's gone, right? You don't realize you have a good thing until it's gone. And so someone actually has ran out of time. Now, we do have wedding ring coming through, and we have love call again. This is someone returning, but if you are already in the midst of a relationship, things get hard. Things become difficult, especially when you have different expectations as to how your relationship in your life is supposed to look, right? And I do know that if you are someone who is involved in a new situation, taking course on a new relationship, you will soon realize, if you haven't already, that you do bring out a certain level of maturity for someone, but you also bring a different perspective to the table. Even if this is not an intimate relationship, whatever type of connection or experiences and relationships that you are pursuing at this moment, you bring something to the table that has never been seen before. You bring a certain level of balance with no judgment, right? This is you being authentic. And though some people may have been mad at you, I feel like there was, probably an argument that took place with you and someone here. In the midst of this argument, you said something that you've been wanting to say for a really long time, but it was definitely the truth. And the truth hurts a lot of people, but I feel like in this moment, someone is realizing that what you actually said was truthful, and you weren't looking to necessarily hurt them, but you were looking to, of course, acknowledge that you were the one being hurt in order to help the situation. Someone is realizing that you love them enough to let them go. But there is a conversation that was had in order to heal this relationship and heal this connection that you have with someone here. I do feel like a lot of you will entertain a relationship that is looking to double back and sweep the block again. But I always say there's nothing wrong with doubling back on love as long as you don't allow someone to do you dirty for a second time. Shame on you, the second time. The first time, damn it, wish I would have known. But if you allow someone to, spin the block and still do fucked up things without changing some type of routine and holding some type of boundary, we're now having to think about what type of person we hold or what type of standard we hold ourselves to. We do have the Chariot. You guys have been having the Chariot come out so often, Aquarius. I'm in love with the fact that this is your looking forward energy. By that, I mean everything that you found to be an obstacle it becomes something that has helped you get to where you're going. I feel like a lot of you could be in a situation where it feels like you just don't have enough. You're not able to make enough. You just can't meet these deadlines for something, but there is something being lifted. You are coming out of a very low vibrational time, and this is simply because you change your mind. In many cases, you change your perspective on how things are supposed to be attracted to you, and a lot of you are diving deeper into self when it comes to your spirituality and how much power you do have in order to see yourself living this dreamlike life. When we go back to this card of at this time it feels like a dream, this is telling me that a lot of you are getting ready to experience something that does feel like a dream. I think a lot of you are sitting on something major when it comes to a business opportunity or something. There's something that you've been sitting on, something you haven't really taken in, seriously within yourself. So I feel like a lot of you are going to uncover this new version of yourself. I had a couple people over the last couple of days ask me, how do I know that I'm the divine? I don't really know what that means when you say it. And it is something that you feel, because a lot of you are connecting on a new level with your spirituality, trying to figure out, the levels in spirituality, how to manifest, what readings mean, if it pertains to you. I will tell you, you will get this literal tingling sensation in your body that says, Kia is speaking to me. I am the person going through the situation. I am the person looking to, of course, elevate. I am going through, something that needs a little more clarity outside of a general read. And so I say that because we are doing the series of the divine, being whoever is divinely attached to moving forward and manifesting themselves into this new transition of abundance and stability and love. You guys will be sure to know I am available for personal reads. Now, we are doing a deal. This deal excites me because I have been able to finally figure out a way to connect with all of you that are the divine in the right time and not, you know, pulling back, so that way we're not missing our time frame and our window. I know for a fact that the algorithm is going to do its thing, because the universe does work in my favor to be sure that I'm able to meet actually those that are divinely attached to getting readings done. And the stories have been amazing. I wish that I could honestly like record the outcome, or just the, you know, the finale of some of your reads. But I know when you guys reach out to me, you know, it'll be your time to move forward in understanding what's supposed to happen. So if you are the divine, again, you're gonna know. Make sure that you hit my inbox at the Kia Amore, so that way we can get you set up for a reading. You may also book a reading with me through my email at richgirltarot333. Now, the deal is, come a little closer, because I want you to know this. Some of y'all been in my inbox blowing up talking about, Kia, do you have more time? Now is the time to get in. I can't tell you guys exactly how many slots I have available, because we've been able to move some things around on my calendar, but I will make time to whoever is truly and absolutely ready to move into the next phase. We have 30 minutes, okay, for $80. Now, baby, I'm telling you right now, 30 minutes for $80. We're clarifying everything from top to bottom, and we are diving deep this go as far as who to keep in your life, what to get rid of, what to expect, and where we're going. Again, I'm not psychic, I'm just very intuitive. Now, we're doing $80 reads. All right, $80 reads for 30 minutes. We're doing $150 for an hour. If you want to really dive deeper than deep, that hour read is going to specify not only a general read based on love, financial, and of course personal, but we are also going to do 5 yes or no questions with the pendulum. The pendulum is a lot more accurate than me at times, so I want to be able to include that. Now, if you are someone who just wants to get straight to the point and you would like to do, you know, 5 questions, we can do 5 questions for $15 straight through a Cash App, and I can send that via message, or we can hop on a quick video chat so you can get the live experience. You let me know what you would like to do, whatever you would like to do, or if you need more clarity and understanding as to how these reads are going to flow. Make sure you hit my inbox again in the description box below. Make sure you guys are also tuning into my vlog channel that is also listed in the description box below. I am getting ready to, of course, expose a lot of things that I'm working on, not only over there, but for this channel over there. So I can't wait to connect with you all, but I do appreciate you for tuning into this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. We out.